Goodbye.
Bye.
Ta-ra. And don't forget to behave yourself.
Your school days. Love them? Or loathe them?
Oh, I hate school!
You never forget them.
I am not going home. I want my education.
You know, have 1 minute to get in a lesson. Let's go.
For the students at this school in Salford, life is never straightforward.
He's on Tinder. What's Tinder? Sorry.
The dating website. So you see pictures.
It's a school with a history.
When I arrived, it was known as the worst in the UK, and that's one of those educational badges that people don't want.
Get in and make sure you can see me and hear me.
And it still has its fair share of challenges.
It's your dad, love. Hello?
Matthew's looking at a minimum of 8 years in prison.
For God's sake. It's no good you being upset because that upsets the baby.
But head teacher Mr. Povey
Lesson time, learning time.
and his team, including his two brothers,
I'm not letting you give up on your GCSEs.
Why?
Because I care too much.
are turning its fortunes around.
I don't know the words.
Find the perimeter of the triangle for me.
Yeah, it's 48, sir.
Boom.
In a tough year for education,
I'm really worried about these results.
With this budget, we're paying the price for how tight it all is.
This is as bad as we've ever seen.
Worst that I've ever seen.
we film to find out what life is really like
You then say Allahu Akbar.
in one of our secondary schools.
Google will not get you a GCSE.
What's the capital city of Kenya? Nah.
Narnia.
Wow.
When I arrived at Hartpole 12 years ago, the school was in special measures. When you are labelled the worst school in the country, I suppose you have to consider what does that mean for the kids. I've got two brothers myself. We were very close growing up and extremely close working together. Ross was here first, I came second, Ben came third.
Morning, folks.
How you doing? Good, mate, good.
There are difficulties in our local community, but I think there's a real sense of sticking together.
There he is, the lad.
Benjamin.
Gents.
How we doing, my man?
I'm all right, mate. I'm all right.
This community is very, very insular. You know, they call themselves the forgotten part of Salford. So they stick together with their family and they make sure that they're protected.
This area's on the up. School's a really key part of that.
Come on, it's freezing, isn't it?
We're turning it around. The challenge we have here is getting them in and getting the right frame of mind. That's why I've got the team around me that I have.
This is your life and your future. I want you to try.
Hey! Give me that ball back! Thomas! Joseph! Give me that ball now!
Malibu Blitz. You will get blitzed. You think you're attractive, but you got saggy tits. I don't want to go near you because you've got nits. Absolutely disgusting. It covers the gamut, that, of abuse. Let him in, sir. He wants the toilet.
Miss Bland is part of Harrop's student support team.
No, Louis, you've been in. Get out.
Oh, need the toilet.
She oversees pastoral care for the school's newest arrivals.
There is the stupidest teacher going.
I know, you're just angry, lovely.
I'm settling them in to high school.
You can tell me all about it here.
Her first visit today is from 11-year-old Rani, a new student from Syria.
Right, Rani. I believe something's happened and you've been upset about it.
Yeah.
A boy called Caden came and pushed me and swear
What was the swear word he used? Can you tell me?
everything.
Oh, really bad?
Yeah. In lunchtime, I went in queue, he came and kicked me.
When was that?
Couple of weeks.
So it's a while ago?
And yeah, and still doing it in PE.
Still doing it in PE. What lesson is he in now? Hey, I'll be back in a moment.
It's tough enough settling in, but with English as a second language, it's even more difficult. Particularly the playground, break time, lunchtime, that'll be intimidating.
Get that chair. Is this the young man?
Yeah.
So, over the past few weeks, Rani has had a problem with you at lunchtime, at break time, in the queue, outside, playing football.
I'm never near him at break.
Never near him?
No, only PE and that's it.
Now, Rani is saying that you came over to him and you pushed him in PE.
He kicked me in the leg.
Were you playing a game?
Yeah, I was playing a game.
What was the game you were playing?
I think it was football. And I think he accidentally kicked me.
He accidentally kicked you in the leg when you were playing football. Wow. And did you do anything else?
No.
What did he do?
Swear.
He says
I
you swore
didn't.
at him.
I didn't. I pushed him, but I didn't swear.
Yeah, okay. So, is there anything that needs to be said here?
Sorry, Rani.
Did you accept his apology, Rani?
Yeah.
Right, you can go now. All right, Rani.
Okay.
It takes some young people a longer time than others to form relationships. And I think it's very important to help Rani develop independence in school.
Rani joined Harrop last term, shortly after his family arrived in Salford.
One of them. Yeah.
He hasn't made friends yet with any of the other Year 7s.
In school, I'm a little bit sad and nervous. Because in playground, sometimes I can't understand what they're saying. And I can't speak the same language.
What soup are we on? Sue's Sexy Soup.
In the past 5 years, the number of students at school who, like Rani, have English as an additional language has quadrupled.
The community's changing. When I first arrived, 99% of our students were white British, and we're seeing different ethnic groups coming into the area. I think most kids integrate really well, because kids will be kids, but every now and again it gets a bit more complex and a bit more difficult.
You can get that person in your year or any other year that's just like, oh, they're terrorists or something, or they're going to do something bad.
In Year 7, I met some racist people. There's some people that just ruin it, you know, for the new people that coming in.
When people come in, they get housing benefits and all that. They get paid more than we do, but I think at the end of the day, we're all in one boat.
I don't like to live in England. Like, some people think that Polish people is taking their works and jobs.
They could be at war and they need to come over, so they've got a safe place to be. But at the same time, there's not enough places to live in this part of the country for other people.
I think people are worried about their area not being as it was before. But our job is to help the kids who are already here adjust as much as the students who are coming to the area. We've got to help them hit the ground running too.
Right, are we ready? In we go. Okay. We're sort of lucky in this classroom because we all come from different places and different backgrounds. Harry, do you want to do your All About Me? Tell them about the martial arts like you do.
You have to do low block, punch, switch. 1, 2, 3.
Well done.
To help develop Rani's English language skills, he's been placed temporarily into a special educational needs class called COGS.
Rani is a fish out of water, very shy, quite nervous.
Do you want to come up and tell everybody a bit about you?
I'm shy.
Come on, it's really interesting.
At the moment, it's about developing Rani and his confidence and making sure that he feels comfortable and settled with all the new things that are happening within his life, not just change of school, but change of country.
What was it like living in Syria that made you want to move?
Because when I've been 4 years old, they start to bomb Syria. I seen some people fighting and getting guns out. All day I seen it.
So you got used to it?
Yeah.
How did you feel when Syria started getting bombed?
A little bit sad. And when I go to school, sometimes is come people and shouting and fighting.
Is there like a certain religion that you have to have there?
Islam.
Can you tell us some things about I can't pronounce it.
Islam?
Yeah.
Well, Islam is like you can't eat bacon and we can't touch dogs.
You don't have to pray. Is it like weird dance like that?
No,
It's not dance.
Okay, you need to turn to the corner, then say Allahu Akbar. Then you say Bismillah ar-Rahman ar-Rahim. Alhamdulillah Rabbil Alameen. Malik Yawm al-Din. Allahu Akbar.
Once Rani's English improves, he'll join the rest of Year 7 in normal lessons.
He needs to progress academically, he needs it socially. It can be difficult sometimes. It's a big thing, transition. But the quicker it can happen, the better.
Thank you so much for sharing that with us, Rani. Well done. OK, guys.
It's 2:40. For most students, lessons have just finished for the day.
Thomas, come with me. Or are you in detention? Being on time and having the correct attitude is essential for my progress in school. Do you think it's funny? Do you think I'm kidding? So what are you laughing at? Have I got a clown nose on my face? Is there something going on? Have I got funny ears on?
Miss Pearce has asked Rani to stay behind after school.
Murad, just the man. Rani is in my little cogs class. Rani's from Syria as well.
Yeah.
Where in Syria were you from?
عفرين تعرفه؟
You were in the middle of the trouble in Syria, weren't you?
Yeah, near Aleppo, and there was dangers there. I'm Kurdish, you know, like I speak Kurdish at home. No
Where do
Arabic.
you speak Arabic at home?
Yeah.
Do you want to sit down?
No, it's okay.
Murad is in Year 10. Like Rani, he joined Harrop in Year 7 after his family fled the war.
How did you get out of Syria?
With the boat to Cyprus. It's like smuggling you, basically.
What was that like?
It's fast jumping on the water. It was at night. I think it was 2 hours, I think.
Because what you see on TV about Syria and the way Syria is, you think, oh, nobody can do anything, you can't leave your house and you can't.
It gets worse and worse. You don't know when you're gonna die.
Where's your dad?
I don't know. I can't even remember if last time I seen him. He just like smoke disappeared. I don't know which country he's in. I would love to see him and what he looks like. You know, who is he? How is he, you know?
Do you think he's alive?
Don't know about that.
What did you find most difficult moving from Syria to Britain? Being in British schools?
Seeing bullies.
Really? Seeing people hurt other people?
Yeah.
With Rani, it's nice to have somebody that he can talk to about home.
Yeah, Rani. إذا صار معك شيء اللي.
Yeah.
إذا صار معك شيء وإذا سرق منك أو شيء اللي. يعني ما تخجل أو شيء. ما راح عليك بس بدي تساعدك.
I thought it would be good for Rani to have like a support network there within school, so that if he was missing home, he had somebody who could understand him and relate and was going through that same thing.
Right, thank you, boys.
See ya.
See ya.
شو شلون لقيته؟ منيحة ولا؟
منيحة.
حدا مثلا بيأذيك أو شيء؟ إذا قاعد تعال عندي ماشي. I'm not gonna watch someone kick him and like bully him or anything, because obviously I don't want him to go through that.
It's Wednesday break time.
Can I have fizz, please? Fizz, please. Yeah.
Rani is making his way to the playground.
I can see it's difficult for him because he can't really bond with other people.
Are you over here with me? What? Where you living? What? Where you living? You know where his fish go? Yeah. In your left hand.
Oh, is it there?
Yeah.
Where'd you come from?
Syria.
Syria?
Sure.
When he went, I'm from Syria, I actually took a step back because I didn't expect it would come out. I was thinking, you can't be here. It's just a dream, but it actually wasn't. We've heard it on newses and what they're going through now is like just not real what people would do over here. From my point of view, it's not the best of countries.
What did you have today?
I had grammar, then I had maths, then science. Understand, so if you want me, you got to show me.
Him is good and not naughty, and they're really good.
Is that? We're going to put this in here. I'm going to put it in here. I think you'll have a good life over here, Ran. Definitely. I wish you could come in normal lessons with me.
Hands if you were born elsewhere. Where were you born? Check. Check. Just because someone says they're an immigrant, I don't get why people put like a negative slant on it. There's a lot of similarities between Hitler and Trump, yeah?
But Trump's got better hair than him. I've got to say that.
I don't think he does.
Murad is taking Rani to a study group he attends for students with English as an additional language.
It's just that extra support that they need. At the beginning, they don't have the English to actually explain what happened to them or why and how they came to the UK.
You came 2013 in year 7, and you came from Poland. You're from Afghanistan, Belgium.
I'm Persian, but I'm born in Belgium.
Rani, you were born in?
Syria.
In Murad's case, it took us quite a while until he opened up.
So was it difficult to come to the UK? What did you have to do?
It was difficult for my mom.
They've been in the country for nearly 4 years now, and they've not had asylum granted. There's still a chance of them getting deported, and I guess that hangs over the whole family.
In Manchester, they took me to Liverpool, and I lived there like about 5-6 months, and they took me back to Manchester. Why did they move us to Liverpool, though? Like, I don't get that.
Because that's where they handle all the cases.
I hope I don't get any reason or any problems to leave this country. I don't want to ruin this for myself. I want to, learn, be educated, be something. You go to Home Office, they wash your hand, they take your fingerprints, and that's... I remember the smell, it was orange soap.
Orange? Yeah, they smelled of orange.
That sounds like the terrorists, and they just came to
You racist, do you know that? Yeah, get out. Go and cry! She said they all look like terrorists. She was sitting there, she was like, we all look like terrorists, and I was like...
Can we just talk?
I can take jokes, but like, I mean, if you're gonna call me terrorist living in peace walking down the street for being a Muslim, that doesn't make any sense. Go and learn what the word terrorist means and then call someone terrorist.
Esther, don't say that. You don't mean it though, do you?
No, no, it's not terrorist, but like
the way.
Yeah.
Yeah, because they don't have any documentation.
They said that when they coming, they have to go on police station and do this fingerprints. And I was like, oh, so it's like terrorists. Like terrorists. I then said they are terrorists.
You're very touchy with like coming from Poland, and I guess they're very touchy because a lot of people say that they are terrorists, aren't they?
I know they know, but...
So even like saying it like jokingly is like feeling offended.
In Poland, it's not that much emigration, and it's like, yeah, it's different.
What was that like for you then when you first came here? Was that a bit of a shock?
Yeah, there was a lot of different people, like Chinese and like not being racist, but black people. And in Poland, it's like only Polish people, like no any other cultures.
He's never been Benidorm. Benidorm's sick, mate. I go every Christmas.
Right, can you get to your side of the books then?
It's Tuesday lunchtime.
Come on, Rani.
After Cogs, Rani is meeting up with his new friend Jack.
What are you getting, mate? Pizza?
I don't know yet. The transition from Cogs will be crucial. So, to help Rani, it's very, very important that he has a buddy.
How's your day been? Good. Good.
Jack is very kind and helpful. He's explaining me when I don't understand what they're saying.
Why don't you show him your sausage? Is this halal? Is that halal? I don't know, I'll ask him. I want to be like a nice person, caring, be there for people when they need to. It's just normal for people to do that. What year is you?
Year 7.
Right, come on, we'll go outside and then if we see him, I'll speak to him. Come on.
This morning, Rani had a run-in with another boy in PE.
So what did he do to you?
He tried to fall me down and kick me.
Who?
Luis.
Luis? The one with big ears? Which one then?
Yeah.
I saw that, yeah.
When I'm walking, he do like that.
So why didn't you try and get up and bang him?
Because I don't want to get in trouble.
Give him a swift headbutt and then just, yeah, like that. And then just thump him.
Hi, Max.
Murad is in the dining hall with his friend Giran.
Giran is from Afghanistan. We've been like kind of similar situations, and then the way we came to the UK and everything. We look out for each other and we take care of each other, you know.
You're gonna look which side is right or which side is wrong.
Murad is just a good friend. My friends are always good. It's like, my friends are like, we are like a brothers or something like this. We really, really close to each other.
The boys have just heard that another Year 10 has made a joke about Giran.
They call you something like Osama bin Laden. What you gonna do about it?
You call me Osama?
Seriously?
Yeah. You come here. Who did you call?
What?
Who did you call?
What you?
Huh? Who did you call? Who did you call?
Call you?
Who did you call? Who did you call?
That's like crossing the line. That actually played with my mind, so I just react against it.
As a friends, we joke about, oh, you're almost like, you get on my country, we're joking, you know. But if some other guy just says the jokes, we'll have a problem with it.
I only said just for a joke. Why? Just for a joke.
Well, why?
It was a joke, but he thought it was like, he thought it was actually telling the truth, but it wasn't.
If someone like disrespect you out of a level, like you have to take action against them. Otherwise, it will be carry on and on and on.
Don't ever
call
me
this racist, yeah? Don't ever call a Muslim person, yeah? This. Do you understand it or not?
Yeah.
You're gonna do it?
No.
Let's go.
One of Giran's teachers, Mr. Hamdawi, has been called to talk to him about the incident at lunchtime.
Come on, we'll sit down. Take a seat. What's happened?
Robbie was saying some comments.
What did they say?
They say something like, oh, look, I was homo, something like this. I told him before, like, I don't like that.
Did he get physical? Be honest with me.
Yeah, I did.
He did?
I did.
Okay. He's not a thug. He's a really nice lad.
But it's important that he understands that in the real world, you know, you can't always take matters into your own hands.
You need to control yourself. Trust me, I know people are going to say stupid things. Yeah, I've been there. People still say stupid things now. You have to ignore them. And I know you might be looking at other people and they think, oh, they're going to think I'm a wimp if I don't do anything. Oh, they're going to think I'm weak if I don't do something about it. It doesn't matter what the people think. Yeah? Behave yourself.
Go up to my office, please.
Sit up. Do you think that's acceptable?
No, sir.
Because I don't think it's acceptable. How do you think that makes somebody feel when they're likened to a world terrorist just because of the colour of their skin or their origin or anything else? I don't see you as a bully. I see you as a silly boy who makes some bad decisions.
Just felt proper sad and annoyed.
What have you learned?
Just don't say it again.
So I want in one word that tells me now how you're feeling about this situation.
Disappointed.
I think Robbie's trying to have a laugh and a joke. Grihan has reacted in an aggressive manner because he was annoyed by it. He found it offensive, and rightly so too. Our job is to bring them together to say, actually, all those actions are unacceptable and we need to be able to handle it better in the future.
So what needs to happen here, boys?
Sorry, sorry.
I want to be clear, it's not OK, and I want you at my office first thing tomorrow morning. Thank you. See you tomorrow.
See you tomorrow.
Slower, Rani. Slower. Well done, this is awesome. Ben's brilliant, look at Ben's walk. That's the level, that's the standard.
Please, sir, can you have some more?
More? Never before has a boy wanted more. Is that it?
Oliver Gwyn! Oliver Gwyn!
Rani's been in COGS for a term,
See you later, guys.
and school has made a decision about his future in the special educational needs class.
So, Rani, we've got some news. We sort of decided that maybe it's time you transitioned. How do you feel?
I don't know.
Are you nervous?
Yeah.
It's a massive step for him, and it is going to be nerve-wracking. It is going to be a little bit scary, but he's just got to embrace it.
Drum roll. This is to certify that Rani has graduated from COGS. Well done. And then you've got one last job as a member of COGS, and that's to put your graduated sticker on your picture. Do you want to say anything, Rani, my lovely? Whoa, whoa, because Rani might want to say something.
I don't know.
He was. Don't cry.
It's okay, Ronnie. Ronnie, it's okay. Don't cry.
Don't, because you make us cry.
I'll help you. Ronnie, there's just one last thing. Get out.
You're right. Was that a bit emotional?
Why is everyone taking so long?
Look, I've brought tears all over your book now. You've come a long, long way. But clogs is just not enough for you anymore. Just think of who you were in September. Did you think you'd be where you are now?
No.
So do you see? All your hard work and determination and you being you is literally just started.
It's Monday morning. It's a big day for Rani. Today is his first day in mainstream lessons with Jack.
He's in our lessons. He's in our lessons today.
How do you feel?
Half sad, half happy. I am nervous about today.
If I'm allowed to vote, it's because I live in a what? And that's the word I'm looking for. What's the key word now that begins with D?
Democracy.
Try your best. Try your best.
What does it mean, saliva?
It means someone has no rights, no freedom, and you're owned by someone else. Like, I'll come to your house and clean your house. I'll be the slave. Oh, right. So
Okay, just write down what you got.
what do you think of coming in my lessons? Good. Oh.
I don't know.
Do you enjoy?
Yeah?
Is that where we stick what? Gazinator. Gazinator. He's getting out, he's getting out. Ooh. You started this off, Rana.
I started it off.
Look at teachers. Look at all this. Oh, look at Mr. Povey.
Mr. Povey to Benny, receiving, or Mr. Chambers?
Yeah, go ahead, sir.
I know who he was.
So you might want to come outside and have a look at the back of that. If you touch that van, get up to my office. Have you had anything to do with that van outside? No.
Don't grass him there, don't grass him.
Did you touch it? Get up to my office.
Said everyone is going. Not Rana! No! No, no, no!
If you touch that van, go to my office.
Rana, you didn't draw on it. You didn't even draw on it. You didn't. No, you didn't.
Yes, miss. These two, get up there and don't be messing around outside my office.
It was funny at first, but when Mr. Povey came out, everyone just like dropped and like ran off.
Some teachers come laughing.
Don't know about Mr. Povey. Inside, I'd probably be laughing.
Yeah.
But
outside, oh, my dad.
There's been a van on the playground. Really, it's quite amusing, but I need to go and be angry, so I need to compose myself.
Should we come in?
Yeah.
Can you sit down?
No, you can't. None of you will sit down in this office. Get in and make sure you can see me and hear me. Everyone in this room better have their eyes glued to mine for this whole conversation. Your eyes come off mine and there's big trouble. Whilst we might have all done something like that when we were at school, and I might have been, you know, partial to drawing something like that myself in those circumstances. I was a lad myself once, believe it or not. I think we have to look at the situation that we're dealing with, which is the reputation of the school, which makes me very cross very quickly. Do you have any idea what those people will be thinking of this school? Thinking of you, thinking of you, thinking of you, you, and you. What are they going to think about the blue blazer? What are they going to be saying about Harrop Fold? You write a letter of apology, and it better be perfect. It will be done on proper Harrop Fold headed paper. And these better be the best letters I have ever seen in my life. I'll be back with paper in a minute. Prat about.
A vigil is beginning in Manchester for the victims of the most deadly terror attack in Britain for a decade.
The people of Manchester have fallen victim to a callous terrorist attack. An attack that targeted some of the youngest people in our society with cold calculation. The explosion coincided with the conclusion of a pop concert, which was attended by many young families and groups of children. 22 people have died and 59 people have been injured.
I was actually walking my dog, and there was a guy there, and he said there's been a big bomb attack in Manchester. And straight away I'm thinking, please no, not the concert that I knew some of our kids would be going to.
I went with my 10-year-old niece and Freya, who's in the school, and it was a good night.
We was waiting to be let out to walk down to the foyer area, and while we was waiting, no one would let us past, and all of a sudden we had like a massive explosion, and it went quiet, and then everyone just started screaming and running.
The moment of fear that went through my mind is just get out. And then Freya was running down to the stairwell where everyone was getting crushed, and everyone was like getting stampled on. And then luckily I saw the security at the top of the arena open a door.
If we did go the way that we was going, we would have run into everything, so Billy made the decision to go to the top exit, so Billy like kind of saved our lives.
When we got out, it was just the sound of screams, the sound of ambulances, and it didn't seem real. And the next day I found out 22 people had died. And everyone was saying it's like losing a family member, because it was like losing a family member.
Thanks everybody for coming in. Important meeting obviously after the Manchester attack.
We had a number of students who were there, and it was my job to make sure they were all safely accounted for. Luckily, they all were.
Michelle, you went on the terrorism training. I mean, what can you give us an update on that?
So I got information about what to do if someone came to attack our school. So that's more about firearm and weapon attacks, and it's about run, hide and then tell.
It's stark, isn't it?
Yeah.
It is.
We need to deliver this properly, though, to
Yeah, we
kids,
do.
but we've got to deliver it in the right way.
Yeah. It's the support we give to our Muslim community in here as well, isn't it? Because they will be the ones that will be feeling hypersensitive.
For it to happen close to home, there's no words, isn't there? Things have changed. A lot of Muslims have had a lot of, hate thrown towards them. A lot of work needs to be done on how to deal with racial tension or people attacking other people's religions since these bombings.
I mean, following the attack, I personally dealt with two issues, and one were some of the Year 8 boys thought it was funny to shout something inappropriate to a Year 8 Muslim girl.
It was thoughtless.
Yeah, it was thoughtless more than malicious, but they had crossed the line.
People are angry, and this whole idea of Islamophobia will rise to the surface, and we've got to deal with it quickly as a school.
It's about trying getting the kids to discuss, you know, people's different cultural beliefs and backgrounds, and, you know, how these things are not directly linked to religions.
Yeah.
We are in a messed up world. It makes you question, are we doing enough as people, you know, to sort the world out? And I don't think we are. But I think the one place where we can start making changes and having a better society is, you know, through educating kids at school.
That's brilliant. Thanks, Michelle. OK.
I think young people are shocked, worried, but they're also extremely resilient. And if you see how our young people respond to this, you'll see how we should do it in society. They'll embrace it and they'll find a way through.
It's terrible, absolutely terrible what that person did. I feel like my future's not safe at all. I feel like I should be living in a different world, on a different planet.
Kids died, which is not a good thing, you know. But obviously some idiot with the ideology, you know, came in, oh, I kill him, you know, I'm gonna be in paradise. Obviously that's what you're being brainwashed with.
Does it make you feel differently about Muslims?
I don't know. It's like half, 50-50. Because some are nice, polite, always being nice, and some are not right, like idiots.
Him is a Muslim, and now the people thinking all the Muslim people are not good. We don't need to have them in this country. How about if in the future we're not allowed in this country anymore? That's why I'm worried.
Hurry up!
Rani and Jack have been at After School Club together.
Bam, chip, bam, chip, bam, bam, chip, bam, chip, chip, bam. There's my mommy. Where's my daddy? Where's your daddy?
Rani come, he asked me, Dad, what's happened in Manchester? But we explained to him everything, and he know what we are, and he know it's that what they're doing is wrong, it's not right. It's very sad. I'm coming from Syria, and I know what that means for the people.
Right, son? Yeah. Is this Rani? Yeah. Hello, Rani. I'm Jack's mum. Stephanie, am I all right? Are you all right, love? Yeah. Good. Oh, well.
What are we doing?
Okay, see you.
I thought you wanted Rani to come for tea. Have you asked?
Are you coming for tea, Rani? I don't know. Is he coming for tea at
Jack's
mine?
wondering if Rani could come for tea tonight.
Where?
At my house.
They have a party or something?
Sorry?
For what?
Just to come to my house for tea.
Yeah. Okay.
You're all right with pizza? Some pizza and chips? Yeah. There we go. OK, then. No
See ya.
problem. Cheers. You're all right. The dog's upstairs.
You need to get a shoes on.
No, you're all right. If it were new carpet, I'd say so. They'll never not remember that these things have happened, but kids are a bit like bouncy balls, aren't they? They just bounce. They just bounce back all the time.
Have you been round to anyone's house? Ever before?
In England?
Yeah.
No. Jack will still be friends with Rani. If anything, it makes friendships stronger. I would hope. Everything all right, yeah? Is it all right?
Yeah. She's got that good.
Go on, you'll have to educate me. What does that mean?
Thank you for the food.
You're most welcome. I'll shake hands.
You're welcome.
Shall I get rid of these?
Yes, please.
No problem.
Yeah. You all right, lad?
What you have to do is match up the same colour paint. Which one doesn't match up any colour?
Oh,
Oh, no,
I
I
found
know,
it. This
I know.
one. This one.
Oh, Ronnie, well done. I think that's right, isn't it?
Yes, Ronnie.
2. So 2 black there. Half the amount of white. 5 by 2, 5 by 2. 2 to 1. Exactly the same.
I'm gonna do the right. We're like twins.
How long will you be friends with Jack for?
Grade 11. And there's a do it after the school and finish everything. It's not like a friend. I think it is brother or 1, 2, 1, 2.
Friends for life, definitely.
We received a paper saying I'm gonna get the number as a citizenship and that.
That is brilliant. I mean, this
Yes,
is
sir.
absolutely amazing
Yeah,
news.
I mean, my nationality won't go away, but that, yeah, you know. Yeah.
All right, I'm delighted. Listen, put it there. You deserve this.
Got a nice haircut. Ronnie, is that short back and side?
Next time,
Oh, God. What morning.
teenage angst laid bare.
Everything comes through our doors. They fell it with the mates, they fell it with the boyfriend.
That's baby grows.
She looks just like me on this one.
I am not going home. I want my education. You can tell with teachers just shove it up their arse.
Not gonna lie, I need a vodka.